Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Again, as what Tim said, this is a it is a sad day as we close the doors here at the Hartell House operation. Lots of memories and good times have been here. Unfortunately, one of the gentlemen who I was talking to him this morning at the gym, making sure that he was coming. And in 1987, he was married here. So he came by earlier just to make sure that he had a chance to say goodbye to one last time. And that's Mr. Tommy Kramer. For anybody who's seen Tommy, this has special memories for him. As does Tim, as he proposed to his lovely wife here as well. I've got some words here that I would like to say to folks. And as part of my presentation, I reached out to two previous general managers, Mr. Ed Fagan and Mr. Richard Gorman, and both of them have they forwarded a message that I will read to everybody here for this ceremony. As Tim said, the Hartell House, along with, I don't know, anybody remember the Hartell House Annex? Anybody remember that? Yeah? Okay. Sometimes you got to watch what you ask for. So, we thought we're, I think, just getting this, but hey, we have an annex building on over here. And Sonny was telling me that was a nice place, but what was it? In 2005, she closed that one. So then she was able to do everything here. So it's just interesting what all happens here on Yongsan in regards to the club and the food and beverage business. But the Hartell House became part of the DHL family officially on February the 1st, 2001. At that time, 43 employees became a part of the Dragon Hill Lodge family. Some of these same employees will be recognized later on here in the ceremony. Many remained here as Hartell House employees. Others were transferred across the street to the Dragon Hill Lodge into another food and beverage operations, or part of the accounting staff that was here under the original Hartell House filled in to the vacancies at the Dragon Hill Lodge. And from my experience, before coming here as a general manager, my last assignment in Korea was in 2000. I was at Osan, and in July, on my way home, I came up here with a friend of mine, and he said, let's go eat at the Hartell House and meet his good friend Chuck Maneri. And little did I know that I would be part of this history as well. And I'm not sure, but I think one of the guys here served me that day. So so that's kind of interesting there. But the next time that I visited the Hartell House was just after I arrived here in July. My wife and I, we came up here for Sunday brunch. We came walking up the hill, and who was there at the front door to meet us? No one other than Sunny Nieves, the manager. She came up, she gave me a great big hug, but then she whispered in my ear, she said, GM, you can't wear shorts. Little did I know, I was out of uniform, so to speak, but then she goes, it's okay, you can do it this time. So right then and there, I knew I had a great manager running the Hartell House, that there's a policy, and it could be bent just a little bit for certain people. So that was really, really nice. Thank you, Sonny. And we're very pleased to have Sonny here. For those, I think most of you know, on the end of July, Sonny was picked up as a restaurant manager at another Armed Forces recreation center at the Shades of Green in Orlando, Florida. The gentleman I mentioned earlier, Ed Fagan, the manager here, he transferred to Shades of Green, and he knew somebody good, so he kept begging, when are you closing, when are you closing, so I can get Sonny. So he got Sonny, and then we just had a general manager's off-site about a month ago, and he mentioned, hey, how about bringing Sonny back? That's a great idea. So he paid to bring Sonny, and Sonny brought her husband Joe back, so we're very glad to have them. It kind of completes the whole ceremony here, so thank you all for coming. The Hartell House stands today, as it has been for many years, as one of the finest military restaurants serving high-quality meals with what I term as the best customer service I have ever experienced and which would rival any 4- to 5-star restaurant in the over the world. Over the many years, many Hartell House members have attended luncheons, dinners, numerous special functions, whether they were for USFK, United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, 8th Army, weddings, unit functions, holiday celebrations, you name it. It was hosted by the special team of culinary and customer service professionals. At this time, I'm going to read the comments that were presented by Mr. Ed Fagan and Mr. Richard Gorman. First, I'll do Ed's. To the Hartell House and Dragon Hill Lodge team, I wish I could be here with you today. Thrilled that Sonny can be representing our new home at Shades of Green. Over the years, the Hartell House has earned the reputation of being one of the U.S. military's finest and most special restaurants. We all share special memories of the gala and important events for the United States Forces Korea, Combined Forces Command, United Nations Command, and 8th U.S. Army that occurred in this building. Each of you contributed to that very special history. You're a very special team. We all thank you for all that you do and what you've done for so many people. We miss you a lot. Sajinim Ed Fagan. Now the comments from Mr. Richard Gorman. Thanks for the opportunity to offer some insights on the Hartell House as the 16-year relationship between the storage facility and the Dragon Hill Lodge is about to come due to an end to the long discussed move of 8th Army headquarters to Camp Humphreys that is now imminent. I could go on for hours talking about my experiences at the Dragon Hill Lodge, which was the highlight of my thus far 49-year career. I can vividly recall a conversation I had in late January 2001 in the vicinity of the Oasis Deli with the then USFK Commander General Tom Schwartz. I had sensed for some time General Schwartz wanted the Dragon Hill Lodge to play a larger role hospitality operations within the command. As he opened the discussion, I suggested the most logical way forward would be for us to assume responsibility for the Hartell House, given its proximity directly across the street from our front door. His response was instantaneous. Done, he said, while offering a caution to ensure my chain of command understood his continued support as the then chairman of the Army MWR Board of Directors was predicated on their agreement. And so, with that only minutes-long conversation, the deal was done. The Hartell House became a key element of Dragon Hill Lodge, effective 1 February 2001, and our personnel director, Ms. Chungi Pagola, who was in the back, immediately assumed the daunting task of converting some 43 Hartell House employees to the Dragon Hill Lodge roles in only 3 days' time. Wasn't easy, was it, Ms. Pagola?
No.
Not at all. You want to do it again?
No.
Okay. The Hartell House building had not benefited from recurrent investment and as a result lacked the